Zone 100 Podcast. I gotta give my man a round of applause for coming out. Give my man a round of applause. We got motherfucking Dr. Baltimore here. You feel what I'm saying? That's my man. Yeah, hell yeah. You know, I've been doing my co-host thing lately, so I had to bring my man back. You know, the first interview. Yeah.
First question. Do you think most people misunderstand the connection between faith and work?
Do they misunderstand it? Hell yeah, they misunderstand it. Like, why would you ask God for anything you're not willing to work for?
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? That's where I stand with that. Faith is vision, but you know, work is like putting that vision in the form.
Yeah, hell yeah. And without even getting too religious into it, you know what I mean? But I think the principle's all the same. The faith precedes the work, right? But the faith means nothing if you're not going to actually do the work, right? So basically the faith is pretty much the desire or you seeing yourself receiving something, right? The vision. You can see that shit all day, but if you ain't ready to get up off your ass and start taking steps in order to make it happen, that shit might as well just be a dream, for real.
Yeah.
Real
That's
shit.
all it is a dream. Yeah.
Okay. How many chances do you think life really gives people?
You want me to go for it? You go ahead.
So to be honest, I don't think it's a universal answer, right? I think it's situational, it's circumstantial, because you got some people, you got the nigga that's 15 that might crash out and catch life, you know what I mean? And then you got the nigga who might do some shit, bump his head 1, 2, 3 times, and then finally get it right. So I believe that you gonna get a chance as long as you don't put your hand in the pot too much and fuck that up and do some crazy shit. Niggas know when they take away their own chances and say life ain't give me a chance. Life gave you a chance. You did some fuck shit.
Several, especially me, several. Hey, ask that question again. How many
chances do you think life really gives people?
Shit, I don't know if I'm qualified to answer. That's the wisdom of Allah. But in my situation, I guess many is you take responsibility for. You know what I'm saying? So I had a few chances. You know what I'm saying? It took me a minute. I'm a hard-headed nigga. It took me a minute to get to where I'm at now. But yeah.
Yeah, I think you stop getting chances when you keep repeating the same
shit.
Same shit.
Especially
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say mistakes, because at that point, they not mistakes.
It's a choice.
Yeah, they choices, they lasting in judgment. I believe that when you actually learn from them shortcomings and you start moving a little bit different, then you'll continue to get a chance, right? Because if you're doing that, then this fuck up, even if you don't get it all the way right, this fuck up wasn't as big as the last fuck up.
Right.
And so forth and so forth. So it just gotta keep getting better. But once you stop learning and you stop correcting, that's when you really get that shot. Like, that shit gonna take you out of the game.
Hell yeah. Talk heavy. Right.
What does earning it look like when the world already count you out?
What does earning it look like? It look like consistency. Being consistent, you know what I'm saying? Your thoughts, your values, and actions, you know. So I really don't give a fuck if the world counted me out or not. I don't care. I don't live for the world. I mean, unless my world is the people that's close to me, my circle. But other than that, nah, man. It's earning it for me is being consistent. I wake up every day the same time, 7:30. Wait for the market to open. See what I'm going to do in the market. Then add to that.
Start your day.
Yeah, I'm trying to plot and plan. I'm a plot and planner, man. I'm like Pinky in the Brain. I'm trying to take over the world, bro. It's no bullshit.
What does earning it look like when the world already counts you out?
It look like them new Cardis you got on your face?
That shit look like me. I'm gonna be honest. Earning it after the world counts you out look just like me. Cause all they gonna do is count me out. I don't know how the fuck they keep counting me out, why they keep counting me out.
Cause this last joint.
But I keep winning, so it's like it look like me. But how I do it, number one, I'm consistent. But even before being consistent, because you can be a consistent fuck up.
Yeah.
You feel me? I got a real plan that's actually strategic, that makes sense, and I'm committed to it. I'm disciplined to seeing it through, right? And it's predictable. I know when I put this in, I'm gonna get that out, whether or not it's good or it's bad. See, the problem is, and I had to get this, I actually got this shit from church, right? When people expect you to win already, your winning becomes a norm, right? So nobody gonna talk a lot about that. You ain't gonna hear too much about that. But if you even halfway fuck up, they gonna blow that shit out the water. You feel what I'm saying? Steph Curry just did that shit last night. Steph Curry was in the first quarter, looked like straight ass. He came back, he hit them 2 clutch
like 55?
He had 42. He came back, hit them 2 clutch threes, one to send it to overtime, one to seal the deal. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's greatness. That's him doing what everybody counted him out in the first quarter, and he went and turned that shit up. I'm Steph Curry right now. You feel me? And that's how, and they just gonna have to fuck with it. They got to. You gotta keep it in their face. That's the most important shit. Keep that shit in their face.
Would you say talk heavy?
Yeah.
Nigga say keep it in there. Yo, right.
What obstacles did you hit early that almost stopped your success?
Ooh.
The first one, I'm gonna say, shit, we just talking about COVID. COVID was the first obstacle that I hit that really, if I wanted it to, if I allowed it to, could have derailed my success because of my industry.
You gotta tell them what happened. You gotta tell the story, bro.
The nation said that I couldn't work no more. You feel me? And on top of that, I tried to go back to what I know at the time. You feel me? So that was the first time since me coming home that I was like, I'm ready to break law because I gotta eat. And it just so happened I had 2 people that I can really say was friends that I knew could have put me in a position, and they respectfully declined. One of my older homeboy, I'm not gonna say his name because he still do what he do, you feel me? But he be like, first he told me, yeah, and he kept telling me pull up on the block. I keep pulling up on the block, he don't never hit me, you feel me? But he be out there, I'm standing out there, we just keep talking. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to keep fucking talking, I'm trying to cop and bop, you feel me? And eventually he was like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, little bro, like, I can't even put that in your hand because if something happened to you, I'm gonna feel guilty, I'm gonna feel responsible. So we bumped heads a little bit because I ain't really like that, and I dipped. But now I respect him for it. And my other homeboy, you feel me? I hollered at him. I knew he was in a position where he could have did something for me. You feel me? And he did some real shit. He was like, "So what you trying to do? How much you trying to make?" I'm like, "Man, I just need like a 20." You feel me? That'll give me a nice little cushion. He like, "All right, I'm gonna give it to you." Like, fuck you, man, you won't give it to me. He like, I'm gonna just give it to you and then just pay me back. I'm like, no, give me the work. He like, no, I ain't giving you the work because you already made it out of that. You feel me? I'm gonna give you this. And I'm like, no, I ain't even take it. And both of them low-key made me find a way. They made me hustle through that. You feel me? Even down to sneaking and breaking into the gyms.
That shit was crazy, bro.
Sneaking and breaking into the gyms. Almost got locked up doing that shit. But I would have rather got locked up for that than if I'd have put my head out there on the chopping block for that.
I was a co-conspirator in that motherfucker. He like, no, you meet me at the gym. Like, meet you at the lights out.
Yeah, we in that bitch working out pitch black. I was riding around the city, bro. I was getting rentals and I had my Honda. I'm loading workout equipment up in the car. I pull up, nigga, I turn your alley into a gym.
Yeah, we worked out the back of the gym too. At that time, I was paying for me and my son.
I took all the equipment out the gym and put it in the alley behind the gym. I was running shop back there.
That's tough.
One of my biggest obstacle for me is just like my mindset, because I suffer from a criminal mindset. I suffer from shortcutitis. Anything with a shortcut, I'm taking. I can't take the shortcut. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest obstacle. Just refocusing and aligning with my purpose, and that's what it is for me, man. That's what it is for me. Okay.
Why is it so important to build a community when trying to become successful?
Man, that's one of the most important things in the world when reaching certain levels of success, right? So they say your first 100,000 will come from hustling hard. Your first million will come from hustling smart. When it comes to building a community, number one, you need a support system, right? And if you're building a community around whether or not it's a product, a brand, a movement, a service, all of those people in that community is going to support you or be like-minded, right? You have multiple sets of eyes. Not only may they be supporting you financially, they can support you mentally, right? So there's something, Hunter might see something I can't see. You might see something Hunter can't see. He might see something you can't see, right? but we got 4 sets of eyes. Now imagine if I got a community of 100 people that's all on the same wave. Everybody want this one brand right here to go from here to there, right? How many people, they can all lift us up. We can all be supported. Like they say, it takes 6 people to carry a casket, right? Imagine if you had them same 6 people in life trying to lift you up as you go throughout life. You'll probably elevate at a higher pace. So that's one of the biggest principles that I stand on and that I preach when it comes to building success, especially from a business standpoint, having that community and that group of like-minded people.
Talk heavy. To add to what he's saying, I recently talked about community and the importance of community, even when it comes to like the next generation. To add to what he's saying, community. The history of the word community comes from the word communitas, which means obligation and duty. The first part is come, which means together. The second part is munus, which means duty. So it's our duty and obligation to build the community up for the next generation, or to build the community up that he's working with, I'm working with, because it's no big eyes and little U's. Now you might be the head of the organization or whatever, but at the end of the day, you're only as good as the people that follow you, because you're a facilitator. All great empires was built off facilitators, people knowing other people's strengths. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, community is very, very important. When you're trying to be successful anyway.
What does peace look like today?
Freedom. Peace look like freedom. Listen, I'm Muslim, right? So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that the richest man in the world is one who has a contented soul, peace, right? So when I have peace, I'm free. I'm free, bro. Like, no bullshit. This the most peaceful I've been ever been in my life. You know why? Because I'm not out here, I'm not in the rat race no more. I'm not competing. You know what I mean? I'm not comparing. It's not no money thing. I don't care. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, for me, peace is freedom. I'm free. Mentally, anyway.
This is a tough one for me, because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't found peace yet. You feel me? I find success, I find like milestones and shit, but as far as like genuine peace, I ain't find it. Of course, it's gonna include freedom, right? To me, that's like the floor, because I feel like I'm supposed to have that anyway. For a person to take my freedom or restrict my freedom, you feel me, by force, like that's some shit we normalize.
Right.
That shit ain't even supposed to happen. That's not even supposed to be in the equation for us to say that makes my life peaceful. Like, police ain't even supposed to be nowhere near me. You feel me? But like me personally, I got a problem with myself I gotta work on, because I got a complex of trying to save everybody. You feel me? And as a result of that, it causes me to work too much and too hard. I gotta keep trying to hit the next level, next level, next level. Because once I make some money, I'm like, shit, I gotta make some more. And then I make that and I gotta make some more. But the whole time since I made some more, and I go back and try to help somebody, right? So it put me back at that same level. I ain't really get up. And then I try to get up again. And now instead of me saying, all right, I helped them, I'm good, I can keep going, I come back down and try to help this person, that person, that person. So that shit kind of break my peace. So I think before I start, either one or two things gonna happen in order for me to get peace, right? One, I gotta really say, fuck it, it ain't my job, and I gotta take care of myself a little bit more, or I gotta ascend to a level so high that the people that's close enough to me that I feel for, I can put them in positions to do better for themselves without me having to keep looking over my shoulder, looking over theirs to make sure they doing what they need to do.
And I've been there. I've been there, bro. And it's crazy. He's saying the exact same thing I said to him, motherfucker. You know what he said to me? He said, you see light at the end of the tunnel, honey? I said, what you mean? He said, do you see light at the end of the tunnel? I said, yeah. He said, you know what that mean? I said, what? He said, you still in the tunnel. Basically, it's hard to help a motherfucker if you trying to get out the damn tunnel. You see the light, but you got to keep turning around helping somebody. That's why the statement, less is more, is important. And I'm not telling you not to help the people that you love, because I'm gonna help the people I love. But over time, my circle got smaller and smaller and smaller, because guess what, bro? No matter how much you help somebody, people don't accept no like they accept yeah. And soon as he say no, he ain't got it, watch what happens. Watch, I'm telling you.
So do you think fighting for peace is a form of weakness?
Yeah.
You say what?
Do you think, you wanting peace is a form of weakness?
Do I think I want peace?
Wanting it
Hell
or
no.
fighting for it?
Wanting it. Because the question is, do you think some people confuse peace with weakness?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do think that people confuse it with weakness, but I don't think that I think fighting for it is a form of weakness because you shouldn't have to fight for something that you are 100% in control of.
Right.
Right. That means there's some type of shortcoming on your own, on your own part. Now, wanting it is definitely not a weakness because we all should want peace. Now, I think it gets confused because it goes back to an old conversation that we had before as far as walking away.
Yeah,
right?
me.
You could be in a situation where you and somebody else having a disagreement, you feel me, and it's coming to a head-on-head collision, and one of these niggas might be a crash out with nothing to lose, and this motherfucker, he might be a retired crash out, and he'd go for broke, but he got everything to
This nigga
lose.
said I'm retired.
Yeah, you feel me? But he got everything to lose, so guess what he gotta do? He gotta go ahead and put that shit on the scale, like right now, do I prove to something to him, or do I teach him this lesson at the expense of me losing everything, or do I walk away because I don't really want that trouble? I want peace. If I go ahead and press the button right now when I go, am I gonna have peace? Hell no, I'm gonna be down central bookings for 3 days on the bookings floor, you feel me? I'm gonna be in bail review in 48 hours because both the commissioners gonna tell me no bail out the rip, you feel me? I'm gonna be on the phone, yo, take this money to this lawyer, do this, do that, you feel me? Send this, hurry up so I can get my commissary. It's cold as shit over here. They ain't got no thermals. I'm trying to get a tablet. And then 9 times out of 10, depending on how hard it go, and it's so spontaneous, it ain't something that you could have planned. So you ain't really thinking for real. You ain't thinking about the cameras. You ain't thinking about the witnesses. You feel me? You hoping you killed him, but if he didn't, you hoping that he at least gonna be stand up. But y'all got into it. So 9 times out of 10, he a bitch ass nigga. So him being a bitch ass nigga, what he gonna do? Real shit. Because men don't really get into it.
Right,
you feel me?
no.
Men don't get into it, and if they do, they typically can talk it out. You
Right.
feel me? A man normally get into it with a bitch ass nigga. And if you went and pressed that issue 9 times out of 10, you the one to put that gun on a bitch ass nigga. If you ain't finished the job, what you gonna do? You gonna go spend all this money on a suit and on a lawyer to sit behind a motherfucking trial table. He gonna get his bitch ass up on the stand and say he did it. You feel me? And them 12 people in the box, that's all they gonna have to hear. And now you up WCI North Branch for the next 20 years, and hopefully you can get down JCI somewhere in the city for the rest of your life. You're still doing a life bit. Where the peace go?
That's exactly why, like he was saying, like, yo, it's real hard to walk away when it's easier to stay. So peace is really power under control, especially when you come from where we come from. So choosing peace is my choice. Like I got into it when I was in jail with this younger guy. I always try to be diplomatic and try to, teach the younger generation. But I'm not on to work on transmissions. I'm not him. So we got into it, so I pulled him up. I say the most dangerous thing I can tell another man is that I don't want no trouble. Because then I want all the trouble after that. I'm coming to you humbly. I don't have to say shit to you. The button can get pushed. I'm Donna Brown, son. I can just push the button. But I'm coming to you showing you I'm being diplomatic, bro. I don't want to hurt another black man if I don't have to, especially another young one. So I'm humbly coming to you and say, yo, I don't want no trouble. That's the most dangerous thing I can say to you from where I come from. Because after that, you disrespect that and everything come with that.
Yeah.
But choosing peace is power, bro. Under control. So he absolutely right. Walking away, man,
That shit hard.
That shit hard, especially when it's easier to stay like, yeah, okay. Let me upgrade my resume. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't want to upgrade my resume, bro. I've been around since Clear Pepsi.
All right. What advice would you give someone starting from zero?
Let me go first. Just start. Like this podcast shit. I don't know nothing about it. We just started it. Just start with discipline and not emotion. Just start with discipline and not emotion, man. Like, just be disciplining. Start with purpose and not emotion. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have your emotions under control, you can make some bad business decisions based off how you feel. Yeah.
My opinion, I'm gonna say if you start from zero, the best advice is make it make sense. You feel me? Like, even when starting a podcast, it made sense, right? To say, all right, I don't really have a lot of experience, but I know how to talk and I have influence. So what's the next step that makes sense? I gotta get some cameras and I gotta put this shit on wax. You feel me? Now I can start planning and putting that shit on paper as I go. That would be my next thing after that. Put it on paper. Cause a lot of ideas that you speak out your mouth, they sound good. You put it on paper and you be like, nah, that's some stupid shit. This shit don't even make sense. Real shit. You feel me? Some stupid shit. How I'm ready to get from A to B.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? After that, really make sure you have a real conversation with yourself and understand timelines. Like, the shit can pop exponentially, but let's just go with the chances, right? It's gonna take some time. So set some realistic time constraints, right? And understand it's not gonna happen overnight. And most importantly, piggybacking off of what he said, stay consistent, because you can't judge or critique what your end product is if you know you kept on cutting corners and skipping steps and skipping days along the way. Because them extras that you left on the table or left on the floor, what the fuck would this be right here if I put them in there? If I go to bake a cake and the recipe say I need 5 eggs and I only got 1 and I still make the cake, how the fuck I'm gonna get mad at the box of cake when the cake tastes like shit, when I know I didn't put the 5 eggs in there? You feel what I'm saying? So it's the same shit.
Talk heavy.
You at 0, you try and get to 100. We gonna go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up. We not skipping. It's just like saving money. You feel me? You counting money. You got all 20s. You ain't ready to go 20, 100, 200. That's the count fucked up. So biggest thing, make it make sense. Then just start. 3, put it on paper. Get a system, a plan, a routine, and stay consistent and disciplined with it. And know that your mood should not dictate whether or not you're going to show up and produce or not. You feel me? This is what need to be done. That's what the fuck you do.
Facts.
Yeah. Discipline. Discipline.
That's the key. All right. From your experience, what separates those who change from those who don't?
Like from prison?
You could say perhaps prison.
People, prison can be jail or Yale. You know what I'm saying? You can turn the penitentiary into Penn State. So a lot of times, bro, people don't grow because they look at themselves as victims. Change start with ownership. Like, you got to be accountable. Like I'm accountable. I understand I suffer from trauma. I understand I suffer from a criminal mindset. I understand I made a lot of mistakes. I start there. Then I grow. And I started in prison, because prison can either make you bitter or make you better. You get what I'm saying? Like, even if I was to spell this word, C-E-L-L, what I just spell?
Cell.
Right. What you think about when you hear that?
A cell.
Right. But it's also a microscopic organism that reproduces itself off itself. Right. It's a duality. You can go in the cell and be an idiot and be bitter, or you can go in the cell and be like a microscopic organism and grow. There's a duality to it. So it's up to you. Stop looking at yourself as a victim. That's how I look at it.
To be personally honest, in my experience, I don't think prison, a jail, a cell, I don't think any of that has ever changed a person to make them do better, right? That's complete bullshit. Prison is not rehabilitative. Neither is the system, nor any of the programs they put in place. They claim it's supposed to be to rehabilitate you and then reintegrate you into society.
That don't even make sense, though. Right? Yeah.
It does the exact opposite,
right?
People change for one reason and one reason only, when it's for the better. It's because they want to, right? Only thing that going into a cell do or going to prison do, for the most part, it desensitize you, right? Because one of the biggest things when people don't go to prison or haven't been to prison, if you talk to somebody, I can't do that, it's gonna be this, they talk about shit that don't even happen, right? So are they really scared of prison, or are they scared of the thought? The fear is in the unknown.
They might be scared of the story.
Yeah,
too.
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You feel me? You hear a story and then they put 100 on 10. They fear the unknown. You feel me? Right. So a motherfucker who actually been in the system and did it, man, I done been on this pound. I done seen wars kick. I done been where it been cool. It become a situation like, I don't really want to go there because it's a setback, it's a holdup. I can't move forward with my life. But if I gotta go there, I know how to do it. It's not that bad. It's that bad, you feel what I'm saying, because I'm missing time from my family, or if I'm trying to grow my business. But as far as the other shit, it's like I know how to do it. So those are the two things. You're gonna change if you want to, and if you don't want to, the only thing you're gonna do in prison is learn how to be a better criminal.
Yeah. It's a choice, again.
What's a daily habit that you learn from adversity that you still live by today?
Whew. not to sound cliche, I pray like a motherfucker. I pray like I'm somebody's grandmother. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, I pray like I'm somebody's grandmother when I'm going through shit, but I don't just pray. I do the work too. So I think it tied back into the first question about the faith and the works, right? But my biggest thing is this, like I'm a very, 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 very disciplined person. And I learned my discipline and got most of my discipline through adversity, whether or not it's been through life shit, whether or not it's been through run-ins with the law, whether or not it's been in business, whether or not it's been sports. Discipline is so universal of a principle that you can apply everywhere. So I believe that my biggest go-to when going through adversity that'll get me through adversity is being disciplined. Because if I look at some of the adversity, what's adversity? My money slowed up. All right, guess what? I still gotta be disciplined and show up and try to find another way to fix that income source, right? Another form of adversity. It could be a relationship. You feel what I'm saying? My relationship ain't how I want it to be, right? All right, what you gotta do? You still gotta show up and find ways to fix the disconnect or whatever it is if you got a partner. If it's your body, you don't like what you see in the mirror, you still gotta be disciplined enough to show up and eat how you supposed to, go to the gym and do what you need to do in order to change that. So like discipline really like my biggest crutch. Like I keep one of them right here and one right there. And that should have carried me wherever.
Ask that question again.
What's a daily habit that you learn from adversity that you still live by today?
Definitely discipline, but I don't know if it's a habit, but I tell myself every day, what is a habit about you tell yourself every day, but the same thing I tell my mentees, ain't nobody coming to save you. I program that in my mind. Ain't nobody coming to save you. So that's a habit for me to tell myself that. Like, you down with Marcus Aurelius? You down with Marcus Aurelius? So Marcus Aurelius, you ever seen Gladiators, the first one? Yeah. Marcus Aurelius was the emperor when his son killed him. So Marcus Aurelius was this philosopher back then. And he back then he was the Roman emperor, and back then, if you was the Roman emperor, you was considered the ruler of the world. You know what I'm saying? So you ought to understand that absolute power corrupts absolutely. Don't you know he had somebody tap him on his shoulder every couple of minutes to whisper in his ear, "You just a man. You just a man." To always keep him even level. That's why I got that from there. I tell myself every day, ain't nobody coming to save you. That's what gets me up. You get what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody coming to save us. You got to put the work in. So if that's a habit, that's a habit.
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie, on some real shit, this ain't even in the list, but I gotta get on that. And I think,
No, go ahead.
I think a lot of men need to hear that though. Real shit, right? Because people say it, but I don't think they really process what that means. Nobody's coming to save you. Because I said it for a long time. Like, you had a conversation like, yo, ain't nobody coming to save you. Like, yeah, I know. To know it is to know it. But to know and understand really what that means, that's something like completely different, especially as a man. You get what I'm saying? Because for starters, in order for somebody even attempt to come and save you, you got to speak up, right? And especially as black men, especially coming from like the culture that we come from, that's kind of frowned upon. You feel me? We taught that like that's a sign of weakness. Like we're not showing that level of vulnerability. And at any given time when we may have before, it probably was weaponized or used against us, right? So in turn, it made us more withdrawn. And whole time, we probably still needed to take that chance and be like, nah, yo, look, don't come save me, but nigga, help. You feel me? Somebody come help. You feel me? And we so be so afraid to ask for help that we end up hurting ourselves. And at the root of all that hurt and learning them lessons, I feel like that be that one that fucking stick. Be like, yo, ain't nobody coming to save me. And once you really kind of like go through that and get that to yourself internally, that shit kind of turn you into a different beast.
It's a different monster, bro. Like in my mind, I'm already a millionaire. Like I believe this shit because I know my grind. I got a hustler spirit. I'ma figure it out. I don't listen. I'm the kind of nigga like this, and it happened to me many a time. I done walked in spaces, met somebody, and my life changed the next day. Because I'm always pushing, I'm always grinding. I got so many plans like in the works right now, but because I got it in my mind, ain't nobody and man, him been talking like this for years. That conversation, we had that, not to go too far, the conversation about him going to get to work and all, we had that conversation. And you know what I'm saying? Like, we talked about them like, boy, I ain't gonna lie, boy, you got this workout thing down on Smash. And it just was a hard time from that COVID shit was crazy for everybody. They ain't even had eggs and shit at Walmart. It was rough. You know
So
what
how
I'm
do
saying?
you stay disciplined when motivation fades?
Like we were just talking about that. Motivation is seasonal, bro.
Yeah.
Discipline is forever.
forever.
Motivation is how you feel. Like motherfuckers say, I got a New Year's resolution. You just feel motivated to June come when it's hot. You're not going around Montebello no more.
So do you feel success made y'all more disciplined, or was discipline just natural?
I think it made me more disciplined, right? Because I was disciplined. So you got to be disciplined enough to get to a certain point of success, right? And then just because you got there, right, doesn't mean that you're entitled to stay there. So now that level of discipline now has to be amplified, because now not only do you have to keep that, being the type of people that we are, or the type of person that I am, I want to get higher. I want to go further. So now I need to be even more disciplined. And then me personally, like I tell myself, I ain't gonna lie, that motivation, they probably gonna slam me for this on the internet. That motivational shit is for women. You feel me?
That's
like,
just seasonal, bro.
yeah, that's not for, like, no grown ass man should say, I gotta be motivated to go do better. I gotta be motivated to provide. I gotta be motivated to protect myself or protect my family. Like, why you give a fuck that much about how you feel day to day in order to do what you need to do? Like, leave that shit to the girls. You feel me? They need to be, what is, oh, it's been a long day. I need a glass of wine, right? They motivated on the ride home from work to crack a bottle of wine. You feel me? Oh, I'm so stressed out, or this, that, and the third. I'm ready to go. I'm going with the girls to go get a drink. You feel me? Or, oh, they go in the mirror. I don't like how I feel. I got to put this on. Now they want to go to the gym. Once they like how they looking at shit right there, they don't want to keep it. You feel me? They want to go back to the habits that put them in the space where they didn't like how they look. Like, that's some girl shit.
Right.
As a grown-ass man, I don't need to be motivated to get up in the morning and brush my teeth. I don't want my breath to stink. I want my teeth to be white. I get up and I go brush my teeth. I don't think about it. As a man, I like money in my bank account, money in my pocket. I don't need to be more. I never woke up and said, hey, I just want to go to work every day for the rest of my life. But I damn sure woke up and said, I want money for the rest of my life, right? So I don't need to be motivated to go to work. I need to be disciplined enough to do what the fuck I need to do to get the money.
Goddamn right. Add to what he's saying, like, cause we be vibing like, success don't come before discipline in the dictionary on life. Discipline first, success. Once you get success is a reward from commitment and discipline. Then it makes you more disciplined. Get what I'm saying? But he started off discipline, money, more discipline, more money, more discipline. You get what I'm saying? It
Goes hand in hand.
Yeah, you don't fuck up the blueprint. The blueprint is the blueprint.
If you get any of those things before you find discipline, you're going to lose them this fast.
Yeah.
Look at Adrian Broner.
That's true.
Oh my God.
Right?
Let me ask you something. Did Jay-Z really offer him like $200 million? He like, that's not enough money. Some shit. I'm talking about when he was at his height. Is that true?
I'm not sure, but I could believe it. It's nothing they could say about AB that I wouldn't believe, because that's his character. You feel me?
That's crazy.
But like, I'll give you an example. A motherfucker make $50 an hour, can't save money, right? It's a lack of discipline. So what do they say? I don't make enough money. They've been fucking up the money. You give them a job tomorrow making $1,000 an hour, guess what's gonna happen? They just gonna fuck up more money faster because they know it's coming back. They lost their discipline. Same thing with your body. Women, they go get surgery, never learn the habits, became disciplined enough to be able to maintain a physique that they like. What happens? They go get the surgery, 6 to 9 months, what happened? The body
Their
fucked up. They just fucked the
big as
surgery.
shit. Why
Yeah,
their
they fucked
shoulders
the-
be big though, bro? I don't understand. They say, listen, because they take fat out your stomach that you never can get back.
Yeah.
So it goes to
So
other
it gotta
parts of your
come to
body.
other
They look like
places.
linebackers, bro.
Yeah.
That
So
shit be
at the
crazy.
end of the day, it's literally the process. You have to master that discipline in order to be in a position to
have to, bro.
the fruit of what comes with being disciplined through the journey. It's that simple. I don't give a fuck who like it. You still gotta live it. That's life.
Yeah.
So the whole discipline kind of falls into this next question, which is, How did y'all avoid falling back into old environments or habits?
That's the
Discipline.
easiest question you ask.
Good.
Because I always remember what that shit cost me. I always remember what that shit cost me, bro. And listen, I'm going to be straight up with you. I ain't a slow motherfucker. I done did some dumb shit, but I never been slow. I always been quick with it. I've been kind of intelligent. I'm going to say kind of intelligent. And I always go to jail. Now, I'm smart enough to be the nigga in front, but I always go to jail. That means somebody is willing to do something that I'm not. So before I start thinking like that about the people around me that I love, I get out the game. So I always remind myself like, damn, I always wasn't. Like, I had a conversation with my man. I'm not throwing him under the bus, but I had to tell him, yo, have I ever owed you anything? Ever? How many times we done business? Have I ever owed you anything? But look at all these niggas sitting out there. Every last one of them still owe me money. And I'm not down in my niggas, but I always remind myself what it cost me. You get what I'm saying? I was smart enough to get in position to feed all these niggas. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail, bro. I've been twice. I'm telling you. Federal, state. I've been 3 times, but since he known me twice.
Same thing. I'm a big analytical kind of guy. So I'm risk and reward. I know what I've done. I know what came with them experiences. And I'm going to tell you, like a judge told me before, I was going for a violation. She said, Mr. Emmett, the numbers only get bigger.
Whew.
She said, I see you have children now. I said, I do. She said, you want to be on this side to watch them grow and to raise them, right? She said, yeah. The chance you got with this is not going to be the same chance you get if you do it again. And I'm well-versed in the law, so I know how certain shit go. You feel me? Not just, I know how to tell the police I got the right to remain. Nah, like I know the laws. You feel what I'm saying? I sit there, I look through sentencing matrices, guidelines, all types of shit. So I start doing the math myself, boy. If I get caught with another pipe, they gonna give me this. You feel me? If I put this with it, I'm gonna get that. I'm looking it up. I'm like, all right, boom. When I come through DOC, they gonna knock this much off of that. I'm gonna go ahead and get a job. I can get that up.
That's not including if the feds pick it up.
Yeah.
And the feds pick it up.
I'm like, yeah, it's too much time for me.
much time.
You feel me? So I just know what's on the other side. And me personally, life too good to me right now. So it's like, I ain't willing to risk that for that. The math don't math with that.
Man, don't. Man, I'm telling you, like a lot of young niggas don't know. It's something over the feds called armed career criminal. That mean that you got caught with a gun, a couple, like, that's you like a 3-time loser.
922G.
Yeah, and that shit started 18. Like, you getting 18 years, ain't nothing you can do about it. Now, with the state, you can start off with 18, all suspended with 5 years. Not with the feds. Ain't no suspended. They putting belt to ass. Yeah. You gonna come home with grandkids. Yeah.
So, what advice would you give someone re-entering society?
Number 1, keep your routine. That shit is so pivotal, so important. A lot of people, when they go to prison and they on their way out of the door, they get super locked in, super focused, right? They waking up on time, making their bed up. They going to yard, working out. They feeling good. They eating their meals. They studying. They putting their plans on papers. They calling home, send us books and send this in so they can they perfecting everything because they know everybody think jail's that's not the test. The test is when you get reintegrated into society. When they crack them gates and say, all right, here you go, right? This is the test. If you keep your same routine that you had in prison, right, but you do it on the streets, you only can win. Tell me where anywhere in this routine that you had right here was getting locked back up, was shooting anybody, going to go buy another gun, grabbing some work. None of that shit is in there. You just worked all these hours for $2 an hour, $2 a day, right here, boom.
Stealing onions and shit.
Yeah, so now you can go get a job. You feel me? You worked out on the regular, right? So you was in shape. Man, that's going to translate to your mental health, everything. Boom. Go ahead and get you a gym membership. Keep doing that. Everybody in the world want to be an entrepreneur that's locked up. When they get home starting, everybody gonna start a business. A lot of them can't tell you what the fuck kind of business they gonna start, but if they want to start a business. Now you home, you actually can fucking do it, right? And you have the resources and technology to actually own in on it and make a profitable one. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a nigga I watched, yo, he a multi-millionaire, yo, and he did that shit in 5 years. Wes Watson, yo. Wes Watson was in the California penal system. He came home. He kept to this, well, he claimed to this day he got the same routine. I don't believe it at this point because his life is way, way too different now. But at least for, I think, like the first 2-3 years, he kept the same routine that he had in prison. Came home, started the fitness shit, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward later, the nigga make millions of dollars a month. You feel me? It's a certain, I feel like sometimes in some ways, if you use it to your advantage, people who have been locked up actually have a cheat code and an advantage over people in society. Because people in society, they're too arrogant with time. They've never lost
They
it.
understand the importance of it.
Yeah, they never lost it. It's always tomorrow they can procrastinate, right? Versus somebody who's had it taken away from them. You might get the money back. You can go get the bitches back. You can get the clothes, the cars, everything. You can't get the time back. You feel me? So we value time a little bit differently. And if you can use that to your advantage, you'll win. Look at Wallow.
Yeah. Yeah. He was running around in the rain and all that shit. Probably had niggas in the background talking about here, clown ass nigga and all that. But you know what he did? The exact same thing. He stayed the same routine, bro. The same discipline. Again, we pumping this discipline thing, bro. And another thing, niggas shouldn't come home and chase their ghosts. Chase your alignment, chase your purpose. Meaning that a nigga will come home, bro, and be like trying to catch up with these niggas that's already, he see everybody else's successes and try to catch up with these niggas and start doing a bunch of dumbass shit. Don't chase your ghost. The AP gone.
Yeah.
Let's just start fresh.
G-shot. You was happy with the G-shot.
You were just happy with the G-shot.
You come home, you home for 2 weeks, and you like, no, I need a bus 41. No, you don't. Put
Discipline,
the G-shot back on, bro.
Discipline,
Real shit.
same routine, take the emotions out of it, and align with your purpose, bro. Yup.
Okay. What mistake taught you a lesson that you still live by today?
Oh shit. This is one that I stick with, and I'm proud that I don't do this shit no more. One of the worst times of my entire life was having money, losing money, then keeping up the appearance of having money, trying to have money. I will never do that shit again. The fuck I look like trying to show off for you. I ain't got it. I'm going to Target to get me some t-shirts. I ain't got it. I would never, that was a life lesson I will never forget. If I don't have it, I don't got it. I'm still a man, I ain't got it. Because I'm not defined by what I have. My success ain't based off what I got. My success is based off the peace I have. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not in competition no more. But I did that shit, man. When I say, man, that shit was rough. I lost everything on a traffic stop. Actually, let me tell a story. I sent my money out of town. Rest in peace to my man Moon. Me and him put money together, sent it out of town to get some joints. 50 joints. Anybody know what that mean? You know what I'm talking about. On the way back, the nigga was coming back. Everything was good. He stopped in another state to get some weed. Ain't nobody even know he was doing this. We had another plug in another state on the way back to get some weed, bro. And got my whole, man, I lost everything. Nigga, Watts had to come cut my gas electric on. But I still tried to keep up the appearance of having money. Fuck out of here. I ain't got it. That's life. Life be lifing. But that's one of my lessons. I will never do that again. You got the floor, brother.
I can't say that it was one mistake. I'm going to say it was one. I can probably umbrella it under one mistake. You feel me?
Recent joke.
It could tie into that too.
Okay, yeah.
Responding emotionally. You feel me?
Yeah.
Not being emotionally in control at all times. If I go back as far as being a kid, you feel me, up until recently, you feel me, being an adult, at the root of every loss or misstep was some form of fashion where I wasn't 100% in control emotionally. And I know from studying, not saying life is war, but I look at every interaction as a warfare play. You feel me? When you allow your emotions to dictate and control, number one, you're no longer in control. Whoever can have you respond emotionally controls you. Number two, emotionalizing your warfare can cause you to do one or two things, either overreact or underreact. Either way, both of them get you killed.
Ooh. You know how big that was for him to, men don't do that. You get what I'm saying? Like, because a man always want to seem like he in control. That's the masculine thing to do. But to be honest with yourself, bro, that's humility. Humility is not denying your strength, it's being honest with your weaknesses. That's how you win, bro. I had to go in prison, do a whole bunch of self-evaluating, me like, yeah, honey, you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? In order to grow. But that was real big, bro. That was real big, yeah.
Definitely. Why do you think so many people keep repeating the same cycles?
Damn, I'm gonna let you go with this one. Because it's
I'm gonna say the first one because it's easier and they're familiar with it, right? Humans are creatures of habit. We're habitual creatures. You feel me? So granted, I might watch him lose 50 times, but his losses ain't kill him. So if I take and follow in his footsteps, he had some runs, right? Them runs to me outweigh the losses because at the end of the day, the losses ain't kill him. You get what I'm saying? So it ain't that bad if I do it. And how can you even expect more of me?
Yeah.
He did the same shit. And the nigga before him did it, and the nigga before them, and the motherfucker after me going through the same thing. So it's like just falling into a cycle of familiar, like, and a lot of people don't have high expectations placed upon them, so they really don't even have too high up to reach.
Thanks. All right. How do you personally break the patterns that once trapped you?
Surrounding myself with accountability, you know what I'm saying? Like being accountable, having people around me that's accountable, and always reminding myself, if nothing changed, nothing changed. If nothing changed, bro.
I think it goes back to the key word of this whole interview.
Discipline.
If nothing changes, nothing changes, bro. That's one of the most gangster quotes ever. If nothing changes, nothing changes. You gotta change, bro. You change first.
What's the question again?
How do you personally break the patterns that once trapped you?
Oh yeah, definitely. But I think the first thing in front of all of that is awareness. You gotta be aware that you trapped. You feel me? And are you actually trapped? Because a lot of motherfuckers that say they trapped, it's like a lot of people suffer from like Stockholm syndrome or some type shit, and they not even aware.
What you mean Stockholm syndrome? What the fuck is that?
Where like people are prisoners, they've been in prison so long that they don't even want to be free anymore. You feel what I'm saying?
From
They've
a
been
mental standpoint?
They've been conditioned, you feel me, to accept being in prison is okay and not that bad. Do I think I'm institutionalized? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't think I suffer from Stockholm syndrome, but institutionalized, I know I'm institutionalized. But like you'll have a motherfucker right here in the room and the door will be open and they'll be thinking they trapped because they just right here. You feel me? It's like, yo, just walk that way. You feel what I'm saying? And it's that simple. But because walking that way, going this way requires them to do something new, requires them to show up different, think different, hear different, respond different. Once again, we go back to the fear of the unknown. They don't know what that side looks like, whether or not it's actually going to be what it's cracked up to be, or if it may put them in a worse position than being right here. So to them, it's like, this is all I know. I seen yo do it, and yo do it, and all of them really ain't that fucked up, so I'm going to do this too. So number one, you got to be aware, because guess what? If I seen yo and them, yo, and them do it, it ain't that bad, but guess what? It ain't for me. So I want to walk through this door right here. Let me see what's over there.
Door number 2.
Yeah.
Red the green pill, you live your life. Hell yeah.
How does the system set people up before they even get a fair start?
Shit, it's what it start with? School system, underfunded schools, financial illiteracy, generational poverty. You know what I'm saying? Like the system's funny shit. Because the system will create conditions and then blame you for surviving them. Think about that shit. You created this shit, but then when I'm doing what I gotta do to feed my kids, I go to prison for it. Because I don't know too many black people that own boats that bring over 1,000 bricks of cocaine. Do you?
No.
I don't know one. You'll create the condition and then blame me for surviving this shit. So, I mean, there's a lot of things, you know what I mean, as far as that, but it's definitely start with the school system, underfunded. Man, they ain't tripping off no school no more, man. We're gonna have to start teaching our kids another 20 years.
20 years? You don't do that shit now.
I'm talking about the school system gonna be like, everything gonna be in the computer. It's not even gonna, I don't even think they're gonna be going to school. I think the school gonna start in the morning. You're gonna jump on the computer. It's gonna be like that. That's what I believe.
I believe they'll still go to school, but I agree with you. Everything is gonna be computer based.
That's just AI shit. I'm trying to get some
Yeah.
money off this AI shit. I'm trying to get their ass on this market, boy. Yo, listen, not to get off the subject, bro. But you down with Beyond Meat, their stock?
No.
Let me just
That's
give
the one. Oh, that's the one that just went crazy.
just went crazy. So listen, that shit went up 900%. Man, fuck how much. It's about the percentages. If you would have had $10,000 on that shit to go up, 10,000, you probably would have been like, probably would have had like 3 million, I think. I think 3 million or some crazy shit. That's the market. That's why I be dancing around the market, because I'm gonna get them. So when you see this Lamborghini, you know I put belt the ass. And you don't even have to have a lot of money. You just gotta, listen, I'm gonna tell you, I missed.
Just need the right play.
Check this out. I could have made 190,000 overnight, and I missed it by 2 minutes. Let me explain. I made 6,000 that day on a Google call, right? Google call. Google prices was $210 a share. I had maybe 30,000 on it that day, but I made 6,000 off of it. When the market closed at 4 o'clock, Google combined with somebody. The stock went from 210 to 223 overnight. You understand what that is in percentages? That shit is crazy, bro. Listen, because if it goes fast, it means because it's time decay with the market. Your money get ate up over the week, over time. But if it shoot up real fast, you get real. I would have had 180. That's not counting my 30. I'm gonna get these bitches. I swear I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get listen, I promise you I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna call you. I got them. I got them. But I missed that. Another thing I missed. I missed the Walmart joint. I actually lost money on that shit. I went on a Walmart put saying that the price gonna go down. Walmart linked the deal with ChatGPT. So now you can order from Walmart on ChatGPT. That shit went up from 102 to 109. Walmart moved slow. You know how much money that is? You have any idea? I probably would have took off from Baltimore for 2 months. I'm gonna get these bitches, bro. I swear, call them. Yo, guess what, yo? I put belt the ass. Lamborghini truck tomorrow. I'm gonna get them. I told you I'm gonna figure it out.
I believe you.
And I'm gonna get them.
Oh man, all right. What solutions actually work inside our community, not just on paper?
Yes, work inside our community. Mentorship. That's definitely. I mean, what I'm saying now. Once the mayor start letting ex-offenders start having programs and going into the communities, you see the recidivism rate go down, and you also see the murder rate go down, because the kids is more relatable to people who went through the things that they going through now. You see what I'm saying? But I think mentorship definitely.
Number one, treating the people in the community like fucking people and not just statistics. Right?
I agree with that.
I think that's a big thing as far as when they trying to address solutions or fixing the community, and they not really considering what is in the community. Like, it's no slight to the mayor. The mayor can walk up Park Heights all goddamn day. Ain't nobody gonna stop selling no dope right there or slinging no gun because Brandon Scott was just standing right here 2 minutes ago. Nobody give a fuck. You feel me? Them kids gonna do what they need to do, right? Like, you can't make them feel like it's shit just a publicity stunt because they see through that shit too. You gotta give them these motherfuckers what they want. You gotta give them real chances. You feel me? They talking about, I'm gonna put a rec center. You feel what I'm saying? Don't just say we're gonna put a rec center because we're gonna have one game and everybody gonna go down to Mello Center once a year and that's supposed to fix something. Get these motherfuckers something to do. You feel what I'm saying? Send some people that can actually reach them, piggybacking off of what he's saying. You get what I'm saying? Like, get them some real options at life. Give them a real chance at life, not just a publicity stunt and highlighting it on the news once or twice, like, hey, I did this. You know what I mean? That shit don't work. Not with this generation. These babies ought to change.
And you know, like when I talk to my mentees, right, all them niggas fuck with me. Cause I think this real recognize real. I go into the conversation like, look, when I was 17, I was charged with 2 murders and 4 attempt murders. So that's probably the worst. So let's start right there. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. I know you trained to respect violence, because I was. Let's start with there, and let's build from there. If you ain't do none of that shit I done did, I ain't trying to hear your war stories. I was 17 when this happened. So you 16, 18, 17, I'll go into every conversation like that, bro. And they respect it, my nigga. And because they can relate to it. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of like Baghdad out there, motherfucker, now, though, boy. When I was coming up, you at least fight. They putting belt to ass about everything. They ain't fighting shit at all. And if they do fight, you know what it's gonna lead to right on the spot, right there. Yep. With the what's the name, man? What is it called? What's the name, man?
Oh yeah.
The Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah, them shiesties. They get the fight. That shit coming down immediately.
I be seeing the Pooh Shiesty, man. I be like, man, I ain't got time for this.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. So last but not least, man, has loyalty lost its value in this new generation?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yo, loyalty, you know what they say about loyalty now? That shit is a motherfucking tattoo. That's about it. Right? These kids nowadays scream HBK. You know what that stands for? You know what that stands for?
No.
Homeboy killer.
Homeboy killer?
Homeboy killer. You feel me? Like, these little niggas don't have any type of grasp of what loyalty is and what it stands for, what it means. You feel me? The only thing that these kids nowadays respect is violence. And overasserting themselves through dominance. Loyalty, respect, being honorable, all that, no women, no kids. There is no code, right? And the sooner that everybody can accept that, then we can start trying to reinforce a code. Like, you could pull up, like you said right now. Man, I don't even want to stand out there on that block right there. Them little kids got them shiesties on. There might be 6 of them, all of them pulled up, sticks, buttons, all that, right? Something happened right there, and all 6 of them get grabbed. 4 of them tell them.
Yep.
With the same niggas that they probably went on 6 drills with.
HBK, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
Where I been at? I must be in the house. Yo,
I just found that out over the bookings.
What is it?
how
was
was this
it?
booking joint?
What,
That's how, yo, nigga.
Was it HBK?
Yeah.
But listen, bro, when I went over the booking in 2021, I went up, I was on like dorm 4.
Yeah.
That shit was like the city of God, bro. That shit was like the city of God, bro. Went up there, old jail. You used to telling me that shit. I ain't never believe it. Prison, the state prison is like the USPs now. That shit like the USPs, bro. But loyalty, they base loyalty now of how you can benefit them.
Yeah.
That's what their loyalty is. Like when I was coming up, like loyalty wasn't based off that. You know, loyalty has always been powerful.
So would you rather loyalty or respect?
Loyalty.
Loyalty. Because let me explain. It's like,
Because if you're loyal to me, you're going to respect me.
you're gonna respect. Let me explain. Like, I demand respect in my house, so I don't demand respect on the streets. And let me explain. On the streets, I demand not to be disrespected.
Bingo.
You ain't gotta respect me.
There's
You ain't
no
gotta like how I
disrespect.
talk, walk, none of that. I demand respect in my household. But on the street, nah. Definitely loyalty.
See, to me, loyalty has an expiration date. To me, respect, I'd rather respect, because if a nigga respect you, he's not gonna cross you. He ain't gonna try you. So I don't need loyalty.
I'm not going. I done seen niggas who respected the nigga,
And still wipe his ass
but
down.
they had to get him out of there because they was afraid of what they might do. Because they respect them based off of how violent they was. But loyalty, oh man, you good.
I don't know. That's a tough one. Because
You heard what Dame Dad just said. I wish I would have made Bleak the vice president, because no matter you cannot say nothing bad about Jay Brown. That's loyalty. But he made Cameron the vice president. And they beefing. Now, I ain't saying that Cameron ain't got nothing to stand on, but because Dame Dash to be all over the place. But the statement that he made, I understood it. Because you will never hear Bleak say anything bad about Jay. No matter what his financial situation is or what happened, that's loyalty, bro. And
you
I
gotta
just
look at it like this, yo. He could be my friend, right? I say it's my friend, like ground up, like sandbox type shit. We might can get into an argument about something and disrespect each other, right? I just lost respect for him, even if it was temporary, right? That don't mean I tell on him.
me.
You feel me? I'm loyal to him. I'm loyal to his mother. I'm loyal to his kids. I know if I take him away from here and put him behind bars, you feel what I'm saying? What's that's gonna do to them? You feel me? Versus me and him had words, or me and him we get the blows or whatever. That's a sign of disrespect in a way. You get what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean that I'm willing to step further across that line. Once we come across, you can come back from disrespect. People like, once you disrespect me, that's it.
Nah,
That's
you come back,
bullshit.
man.
You feel what I'm saying?
Disloyalty you can't come
you
back
can
from.
come back from disrespect. Tell on a nigga and see if you can come back. Man, I told, that shit was 6 months ago.
You can't come back from that shit.
6 years ago, I
You
told
can't come
him,
back
yo,
from
I
that
ain't
shit.
meaning, I'm hard now.
No matter how much
Niggas told
society
20 years
try to
ago,
make
niggas
that shit
still
cool,
be like, who,
bro.
yo, a rat.
That's a that's a label, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, yo. I'm terrified of that label. Because that's how I was raised. Like, bro, you like a parasite. And no matter how society try to make it cool, because you got rappers that told them, that shit ain't cool, bro. Now, if you're a civilian and you wasn't living by these street rules, I understand. If you're an old lady in the winter, you telling the motherfucker to get from front of her steps, I understand if you tell. You're a street nigga, and you came up in the streets and you know the code, and you tell me, that's some wild shit, bro.
True indeed.
Because that's the choice you made. You didn't have to do none of this shit.
Yep. And I think that's what a lot of people get fucked up with that. You feel me? They expect Joe Blow and Mo Snow and blah, blah, blah. This motherfucker work at Amazon. This motherfucker drive truck. This motherfucker RN. You feel me? You go pluck at a nigga right in front of them and all three of them show up on the window. Yeah, they probably should have minded their business. But guess what? If they don't.
Oh, they civilians.
If they don't.
That's what I'm saying.
You feel me?
That's all I be saying,
They not
bro.
bound to the same shit. Now, if me and yo go on something and I'm like, man, yo, we get into it, and I pluck at a nigga, and he get grabbed and tell on me.
Yeah.
All right, now we got a problem, because my nigga, you know I had this bitch
Right.
on me. You feel me? Like, you knew what it was if it ever got there. Like, you bound by certain shit.
Yup. And let me tell you some real shit. Yo, I had a homeboy. Well, guess not really my homeboy, but we was cool. We was in the Nation of Islam together in the 90s. You feel me? He came home, he got his life together. I'm gonna tell you, this shit was crazy how this went. Got his life together, so I was fucking up. I was on probation. So my probation officer sent me to this program over Drew Hill. He used to teach the program. And he said, yo, we had a conversation because that was my man. He said, yo, I'm a civilian now. He say, if you come to my car and you got a gun on you and you don't tell me and we get pulled over, I'm telling. He say, but if you got the gun on you, you tell me and I still allow you in my car, I'm not telling. I'm a civilian now. You feel what I'm saying? And this nigga ended up getting life. Years later, he was on Suit Max with me. What happened was, he was a good nigga. His man came home from jail. His man ain't had no car. So every night, his man would tell him, yo, come drive me, take me to 7-Eleven. Take me to 7-Eleven. He just drive all around the city going to 7-Eleven. Like, why the fuck this nigga keep
Robbing him.
He was robbing the 7-Elevens, bro.
Damn.
And the nigga got like 103 years and he got life. He didn't even, when they gave him that life, he was devastated. He said, yo, this not even my life no more. He said, I got life in prison because a nigga threw me under the bus.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
Hey.
Yeah, but he the one told me that. He said, man, you get in my car with you don't tell me. I'm telling, I ain't in the streets no more. So I understand when a motherfucker ain't in the streets. I get it. I'm not in the streets no more, but I still can never tell. Because my name always I just can't do it. I can't send another man. I can't do it. I would want you to take the charge, though. you gonna take that motherfucker. Bro, you taking that motherfucker on the spot. Bro, look, I'm looking at you like this. If we go in this jail, bro, you getting everything my power has in this jail. My influence, I promise you that. You better take that bitch on the spot. I'm not gonna say nothing. I ain't telling nothing. But you gotta, because my record fucked up. You know, my first daughter, Fist, was murdered. So you gotta, and that shit's still on my record. You gotta, if you wrong, you gotta do that. On the spot, yeah, officer, this is mine right here. No, talking to the camera, they got camera. No, you talking to the camera, nigga. Yeah, record that shit. Yeah, don't say it quietly. Yeah, I need to use that in court, just in case. Yeah, fuck that. but I'm never gonna tell him. And I work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Oh.
Now, say for instance, I get in a car with him, right? We both not in the streets, but we street niggas. Everybody knows it's not a secret. You know what I'm saying? We not glorifying it, but we ain't hiding it either. Fuck y'all. I get in the car with this man. This man got 2 kids. His son like that at the football field. Y'all don't know he's like that. I can't take him away from his kid. I'm gonna take the charge on the spot. My last charge, I get locked up. As they locking me up, you know how police is be talking? I'm in the back of the car, he driving like, who's the guy you was meeting in the Benz? Mm-hmm. So as I'm going to central booking, right? Guess what? How my mindset was? I got to cop out because I don't want Yo to go to jail. I don't want them to get on him. I'm trying to end this case as soon as possible, just so the investigation won't keep going on. That's the kind of nigga I am. If I get in the car with this man, I'm taking the charge. If it's my gun, you know what I mean? But bro, listen, don't send me to jail. You got your. Oh my God, nigga, I can't take this. Yo, my girl bathed me now. After so, I can't get away from that, bro. Fuck that shit. Don't take that away from me, baby.
Nigga, too spoiled now, man.
I'm telling you, bro. I got all the channels too. I got all the channels on. I got the 5 stick. I got 7. Not watching shit in Australia. Please don't take that shit with me. You know, yo, talk about your last shit, yo. You funny as shit. I get the phone call, bro. I get the phone call like, boy, because we supposed to do this. He was supposed to be the first one, the co-host. I ain't respond. I'm like, God, he don't respond. So I'm like, boy, just hit me. Then I see on the post, everything canceled. I talked down homeboy. He said, you know you're locked up. I say, locked up how? What happened? Somebody, what? I couldn't believe it. You gotta tell the story, yo.
Man.
On his birthday.
I ain't even gonna get into all the details. You feel me? Out of respect for certain people, you feel me? But long story short, nosy ass, dumb ass neighbors, you feel me? Thought they seen something that they ain't seen, and I was trying to protect somebody, you feel me, from them. There I go against reaching back to save a motherfucker, you feel me? But I was trying to protect somebody from fearing the consequences of their actions. And time out, did me dirty, you feel me? Bust up ball up in the house, you know what I mean? Gave a nigga a nice little tussle, you know how they like to do, you feel me? Got locked up on my birthday. Mind you, I'm already on the box and I'm on probation. So violated my sentence, violated my probation. Straight no bails. God, fighting a joint in the county, reopen my shit in the city. But you know me, I called it, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you don't like that.
Called the, you know what I mean? Called the legal team.
Like that, yo.
You know what I mean?
Your lawyer can jump off a roof and stay there. I ain't never seen no shit like it, bro. And
I told him too, I said, look, y'all be doing some shit for me in a few, I can't go back to jail because y'all get me out, niggas gonna think I'm telling.
Yeah,
you
that
feel
shit,
me?
he be, yo,
I said,
crazy.
Because sure enough, I was on the box, violated that shit. They went and got me my own recon in the county after the no bail. They sent me in the city, got me a bail on the violation with a new charge in the city, and reinstated on the old sentence.
Yo, what's his name, bro?
Tony Garcia and Jack. But listen, Tony that man, but I gotta give my girl her flowers, bro. Jessica Rubin, she's a pit bull in a skirt. You feel me? She gonna talk that talk. You feel me? And I also deal with Jeremy Elridge real heavy,
man. You got
man.
3 lawyers?
Yeah.
I can't.
Three the hard way.
Like, you guys give me the best one.
Yeah.
My days of lawyer shit over.
So, I went to court in the county, spanked it. And yeah, now I'm back to business.
That nigga called me like, boy, I'm home.
Yeah.
Yo, got right on the phone like, boy, Google went up. I got 15 reps. I said, yeah, that's the time I told you when Google went up. He had to stop. Yeah. He might have his shit went up. Man, what? Man, I'm still mad about that shit, bro. But I'm gonna get him though. I'm gonna get him. I swear to God. When you see all the diamond, yo, I'm gonna get him, bro. I swear. I'm gonna split. Boy, I'm gonna get them.
Oh yeah, that was the first. I checked. I got my phones back. I checked. I'm like, oh shit, my Google went up. I say shit. I got my lawyer money back. Man, that shit was crazy. You know what I mean, on Robinhood.
Mm-hmm, that shit crazy. Yep.
That's man. That was some bullshit.
You already know how my man get together what we do. Zone 100 podcast.